Hey guys, what's up? This is Rocky DeRaze, and today I'll be talking about NLTK's lemmatization. So in the previous video, I forgot mentioning about a few points. Just one point is that we spoke about. I spoke about stemming. So stemming involves basically cutting off the end parts. So for example, cooking will become cook and all that. And the reason why we do that is because to save indexing. To save data. So you don't want to index cooking, cookery, all these things as separate words. What you want to do is when you're working on let us say a Google search website or something like Google, which indexes a lot of things. What you want to do is you want to take the words that describe the content of the page, and then stem it so that a lot of them occur. Because it'll save you a lot of space. And what I need to say is that an article with cookery and an article with something like cookery and cooking, these both of these will be saved under the same stem called cook. So this is how stemming works and how it is useful. And coming to lemmatization, how it is different from stemming is that lemmatization is nothing but deriving the lemma. So if you have seen my first few videos, you'll come across lemmas. I suggest you go there and just look at it a bit. I talk about WordNet in that. You can understand a lot of things like hyponyms, lemmas, and all that. So it is pretty useful. So these lemmas are derived when you lemmatize a word. So when you say cooking, it'll give back cook, just like stemming, but there are differences between stemming and lemmatization, just like I'm going to show right now. So anyways, let's get going ahead. So what I'll do is I'll just import something called WordNet lematizer. Yes. So what you do is you import this from the NLTK.stem. So you should make sure that that is unzipped and ready for use. So if not, you can go ahead and go to NLTK.download and download everything that is required. So after that, what you can do is you can just say LZR is equal to WordNet lematizer. So this is the function. So I have given a small variable for me to use. So what I can do is I can just use it like this. So I'll just say dancing over here. So let's see what happens. But it's taking some time. So we get back dancing, and we should in general get back dance, but we are getting dancing. So let's see what happens with something else, and I'll tell you why it is coming this way. So we are getting working again. So why is this happening? Why is it giving me back the lemma of working but not work? That is because we are when we are giving dancing or working, is actually assuming that dancing or working is given in the form of a noun. All right. So for a noun, like working, so working can also be a noun. It can be an adjective as well. So for these kind of words, what happens is dancing and working actually retain their own lemma. So you need to mention that the whatever you're passing is actually a verb for it to work. So let's get back and let's see what we can do. So what you have to do is you have to pass another second argument, basically saying the part of speech. POS is part of speech is verb. All right, so now you can see that we have dance over here. So just like we wanted. So same thing goes for other verbs as well, which end in ing. So I can say working, and I'll get back work. So that's how it works, guys. So make sure that you are aware of this, because if at all you're doing it without part of speech or verb, you'll end up with something else. So let's say I have given a part of speech of adjective and it gives me only working. So that's how this lemmatization, lemmatized function works basically. So coming back to the comparison with stemming, so let's say let's see what stemming holds for us. So I'll import the Porter stemmer that I spoke about in the last video. If you've not seen it, I suggest you go ahead and see that first and come back. So let's say I give the variable called stm the value of Porter stemmer function. So what I can do is I can call the stem method and I can say dancing. So I'll see what happens. So I get DANC, just like shown in the previous few examples. So this is where this is where we get different results. So stemming of dancing gives us dance, while if at all I give lemmatize of dancing, I get dance with a part of speech as the verb, if I pass that as an argument. So anyways, so after this, also I'll show you one more small difference. So if at all I have a word called believes, so the stem will give me believe, while if at all I do the lemmatization, what I'll be getting is, oops, sorry, it is lemmatize. All right, so as you can see over here, I'll be getting belief. So there's believe over here and belief over here. So this is how stemming and lemmatization both differ. One is chopping off the words to make it, as small and as easily readable as possible. And the other one is actually, it refers to the, base lemma, the meaning from which it derives. So one more thing that people show, that I came across in a book, is that when you have a stem for buses, when you're stemming the buses, you'll get something called BUSE, because it removes the last word. While if at all, let's say you do the lemmatization for buses, you'll get bus. All right. So now, so you can see that I am decreasing buses to BUSE over here by stemming, and I'm decreasing buses to bus by lemmatization. So there is a lot of, lot of space saved. So buses ES is being removed. So I can do one more thing. What I can do is that after lemmatizing buses, I can then run a stemming on it. So I can say BUS for I'm just using the direct I'm just showing you bus over here, but you have to pass this whole thing inside this. So you can see that it is giving me something called BU. So as you can see over here, what happens is buses is becoming BU. So there's a lot of reduction. So this can be quite helpful when you're trying to compress certain things. Anyways, guys, so that's it for this video. So that's it for lemmatization in this video. So I'll be back with another video talking about much cool stuff from NLTK. Until then, stay tuned to my channel and also subscribe to it. Also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it among your friends. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. This is Rocky DeRaze. Bye bye.